Okie dokes. Hey guys, we are back. Stream is back. So we got Alhazard on the left here is going to be playing Demonology, Discipline, Disease, the 3Ds, versus Mono White. LK4O4 just plays a lot of Mono White. It's his main jam mostly. So I'm pretty sure looking at the build for Alhazard, it's got something to do with Metamorphosis, True Power Storms, having strong hero bodies, and just getting Metamorph out as fast as possible on big bodied heroes. So I'm not sure if he's going to go for a Heroes Hall or not, but he might. He's using Black Starter against White Starter, so Jandra is the thing that could be kind of oppressive early game play. I mean, Vandy Jandra is just a really, Demon Sisters, very, very strong. But yeah, with a lot of the 3-costed units and spells in the Triple D deck, it makes True Power Storms a decently viable option, especially if you can Metamorph to get the max band Grave. And you can also play Discipline Tech 2 for Training Grounds to max out heroes to make it easy to do it. And this deck's just very much hero-centric. We do have it going up against White, which just has the universally powerful tool Snapback. He'll need to build a tower or use Versatile Style to detect those heroes once they're metamorphed, though. But that's the only thing that's really in his way. Oh, he's actually making me a header, and then he's gonna send it over for hype, maximum hype. Twitch plays Codex the last match. That'd be a fun idea for a stream, actually. We just have to. Just have like a digital version of the hand, on the bottom, and then you guys just spam the chat, and then we'll pick a card and play it, and then we'll just do it again. That's pretty funny. Animus, that's actually a really, really good idea. With the discard and the draws, I really like that idea. There we go. Alright, so turn 1 play is Jandra Worker. Pretty solid standard. Yeah, so Rook Savior Monk comes out. Yeah, it's like Alhazard said, it's a very standard response to this kind of opening. As player 2, you get to play your 2-drop and make a worker and get a hero. And he's not going to be paying the multicolor cost. And Savior Monk's healing means that there's no real harassment damage he can deal to the Rook and have it be really worth it. So, I mean, I guess if he does, yeah, if he hits him for 1 real damage, then Savior Monk just kills Jandra, and it's nothing that really matters there. So healing, very relevant to these next plays. We can see a Sacrifice a Week come out. you can delay your Tech 1 with a build like this, because Soulstone is good. It's just, turn your Jandra into a Tech 1, basically, and then have her stick around after the first fight. You can use things like Thieving Imp to delay your opponent from getting their techs up and getting their card draw fast, so you can wait a little bit. And with multicolor, maybe it's advantageous to have that option, to be able to just go into a spell-centric strategy in the early game. I mean, you could do things like Sickness even. You can use Sickness to put runes on a Rook and make his body much less versatile. Because runes don't remove when heroes level up, and that's one of the key rules of why the runes are so good. Because I need to actually eat real food, and that's coming. Gotcha, nice. Let's see what Alhazard gets on the board here. And huge thanks to people who are still here. Like, this is a long stream, but it is tabletop day, so we had to make sure that it went long enough. And thanks for being around and supporting the game and being a fan. But yeah, hopefully, once we get that online mod, like I was talking about with Alhazard earlier like an hour ago, we get the Tabletopia mod. It's going to be changing tech. Okay, it's going to be great to do matches online, and I can do like a weekly stream of Codex as well. And the nice thing about that is I can, if I'm in the game, and I can actually be administrator mode, I can like see things that the other players can't, and I can look at decks, and I can look at discard piles, and I can do a bunch more introspection into that whole process. So that seems like it might actually turn out pretty good, and as long as the overlays are nice and keep it interesting. But I think this is working out pretty good. So expect to see something like this at FSX as well for the tournament matches. I wonder if I should even play in the Codex tournament, because I know I'm nowhere near as good as these guys. But alternately, it might be important to just have a stream going. Is that a Javelineer? Yeah. Okay. So black's 1-drop. It's real 1-drop because it can block. Skeleton Javelineer. You put a Javelin rune on it, and it gains long range for a turn if you remove the rune. So it's kind of cute, good flavor. So Alhazard's on the play, and he still hasn't played a hero yet. Just staying very, very calming. Jondra's his hero, right? That's what he's got going there. And yeah, he's against white, like he says. If there's a certain spell, like a certain character that he's trying to use, then it's best to not even bother putting a hero out, because you don't want it to get snapped in and killed or snapped out, and then get a dead draw. Okay. Tech 1 for 1, which we haven't seen all day. That is the first monocolor we've had on stream, so. Oh, we did, that's right. First one with cool overlays. Senseis. It only affects here units, right? Man, Sensei's so good, man. 1 gold. No. Kills the Jav. Takes 1. Maybe it'll get healed off. But he's going to mid-ban Rook, and he's going to kill Jandra. Because he's not scared of anything here. He doesn't afraid of anything. Without Doom Grasp or Nether Drain, it's going to be difficult to stop Rook. Okay, yeah. Discards 4, draws 5. Yep, Triple D, Lettuce. Did you say you just registered for? Oh, that was Baby B. That was Mr. Ball. I mean, I guess Mono White has T-Pass opportunities with a lot of the 3s that come in there. Oh, Sword Lab. That's what. Okay, I see it. Okay. Yeah, Grave Lab. It's the tech for Alhazard there. Ryan trying his best not to look over Alhazard's shoulder. Cover it up, cover it up. There you go. I can do that. I can just cover it up with my windows. Nice. Okay, Jandra comes out. Sorry, damn it. I always get them too confused. They're both just really big-bodied. And the about to be healed Savior Monk. So Deteriorate is a black starter card. Summon skeletons, so we're gonna get 2 skeleton tokens. Did you need some of those? Blood instead of Demo? Yeah, Crash Barrel Graveyard is sick. But I'd like to run Blood with Necro and do Graveyard Garth. Because that's just nuts. Okay. Right, because Graveyard Garth means you can do things like I tech a Crash Barrow, I summon Garth, or I max ban Garth. Crash Barrow comes out, runs into 2 things, dies in the process, goes to Graveyard, exhausts the Graveyard, bring it back into play, and kill 2 more things. That's like super sexy. I did that a lot with Feral Blood Necro, but that was after Feral got, or the Garth Max Ban got nerfed, because I was bringing in Gigadons and Rampaging Elephants, and that was way too much. So way too much with blood. You know, like you max ban Garth, bring in a Gigadon, and cast Bloodlust. It's like disgusting. really gonna learn more about music licensing laws so I can have more music other than just the Yomi stuff that we hear every day. So okay. Age Sensei in. Heroes Hall. So one of Ryan's favorite cards. So Heroes Hall is going to let him play a second hero without having to be at Tech 2. I can't see those. Yes. The text for Alhazard. So is that a max band? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Max band Rook. Against Vandy with 2 skeletons.
I don't see anything else.
Right. From Basa. Yeah, Rook is only soft to Necro and Black, really. I think. The other thing is... Right. I see. Like, it could just be Demon Necro discipline. But one thing you could do is just -1 the crap out of Rook, but then you can't stop his spells still, you know? Okay, he's trying to organize patrol zone here. Squad leader skeleton. So he's got to make sure that his patrol zone has enough things in it because he doesn't want Rook to just walk through. Okay. So he grabs one of these. And so 8 gold in hand. I wonder if he goes for the Tech 2 now. He has a Heroes Hall, so he can just invest in heroes now. He doesn't necessarily have to go to Tech 2. Okay, Grave out. So Graven, Bird's Nest. There you go. So Grave with Spark Shot, Readiness, and then that Sword Rune at max band.
I really think that this was the wrong card deck.
Maybe.
Oh. Skipping a worker. 4 gold on boss's win.
Oh my goodness. Pays 2 cards to summon 4 units. Because white. So now Grave is threatening to...
H-Sensei trades with...
Yeah, he's threatening to like max ban the Grave and kill a hero. Okay, so you skip a worker to maintain card draw, and you don't have enough gold. I see. Yeah, the quad bassa. I like the PVF method of calling one Mario and the other one Luigi. So that's easy to track which one's what and what you're doing to which one. So you'd say like Mario and squad lead and Luigi and technician, and they're like, alright, I hit Luigi for 2. So, okay, cool, I get it. Although they just remind me of that terrible NES game, Tiger Man. Or Cheetah Man? Cheetah Man. Alright, so Tech 2 comes out, and it's going to be Disease. He's going the tech that he said he wasn't sure if it was even the right for this build. He still takes it. But I think I understand. Didn't tech yet, so let's take a look. He's like, this is so hard. I think I know what you're going to play, and I hope you do. Okay. This combo of... So if you can spread enough runes everywhere, it actually destroys all Tech 0, 1, and 2 heroes that have -1/-1s, and Sickness puts a token on 2 things. And Nether Drain is one of the ways that Necro can handle that, but he doesn't have access to that currently. Vandy did untap though, so a lot of possibilities here. The mid-band ability of searching your deck for or Codex for a card and putting it in your hand is pretty strong. You can grab a Shadow Blade and grab and apply a Soul Stone before you swing it into an enemy. Lots of uses. But he's got to be wary of putting any gold at all into his heroes because the constant threat of snapback is very, very good. And snapback's like 3 gold cost is pretty much impacted by how much gold you're removing from the opponent. If you're just taking out like a level 1 hero and putting in a level 1, it's a pretty bad card. But if you're moving a max ban hero, putting in another hero, killing that hero, and then you know, gaining the gold to level up a hero, then you've gotten some good value. So he plays Summon Skeletons again, so there's 2 more Skellies, and he plays a Plague Spitter. Is if he can get Plague Spitter to punch Rook, he's not gonna care that he has 2 lives. And actually, if you can get the runes on him that exceed his health bar, which is 2 attacks, then he will die because he'll be at 0, crumble, and be at 0 again and just die. So those runes are a way of dealing with Rook. Grave is the other way. But
How are you trolling? So
Alhazard says if we just sit around, we're not going to learn anything. So now we're going to fight. Yeah. So one Rambasa goes to discard, one Rambasa goes to Codex, making Ryan draw before he techs. So that actually could benefit him in some way. Like, I haven't done too much into the study of tech cycling and whether that matters that much, but potentially that could have postponed a key draw, as Ryan's not at tech 2 yet. So he's got a skeleton in the squad lead. Vandy can swing, I believe. No, she cannot. Okay. Okay. I'm digging these texts by LK4O4 here. This is nice. Oh no, is this it?
Birds each hits.
Yeah, I think so. So birds deal 1 damage to each tech building. Then Earthquake comes out. So Earthquake is birds died as Plague Spitter. Oh my goodness. So Entangling Vines will sideline the Plague Spitter, meaning it's not gonna bother those birds anymore. It also can't attack or patrol, and I don't know if black has any way. I guess you can use Versatile Style to remove the ongoing spell. Is that even a thing? No, it says upgrades, right? Yeah, so the killing, tapping, or messing with 2 tech buildings, and then slamming that Earthquake on the table is really strong. So Vandy down is going to give Grave 2 levels. He mid-bans, loses the damage. He only played the Earthquake. He didn't even work her again. So he's still only at 8 workers. But it's going to be hard for Alhazard to come back because it takes 2 turns for him to build up to his tech 2. If it's all tech 2s, then it's GG, right? Next game, he scoops. Alright, so are we sticking with the DDD? Oh, he claims this is not a combination that works. So yeah, LK4O4 said, you know what, you can't deal with this hero. I'm just going to tech Bird's Nest, Entangling Vines, Earthquake, and Rook is just going to roll all over you. And that's exactly what happened. So yeah, and the soft thing to deal with Rook is kill him early. But it's tough to do that. He didn't get any Soulstones out. He had Shadowblade Soulstone as his first tech.
I was actually waiting.
Oh man, so Ryan wanted to wait for a Soulstone Vandy to squad lead so he could hit it with Entangling Vines. And just say, I don't care if you have 2 lives. I'm scrambling Vandy and Jondra's name again. As always. So, yeah, Jondra with Soulstone, or anything with Soulstone, would have just got Entangling Vines if it patrolled, so